Good afternoon and welcome to M.M.E. I'm your host Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series 86 Core Class Rumble. The blue one. Hi, Sugar. You having a good day, Sugar? You interrupted my video with your adorableness. You look at the camera? Yeah. Okay, so I been looking for this guy Rumbel for a long time, at least until I found out, he came out and I was like, I want him, but everybody was selling him for over 20 bucks, and I'm just like, I'm not going to pay 20 bucks for a core class figure unless I can't find it on the shelf. So patience is the name of the game sometimes, and I patiently waited and found one on the price that it's supposed to be on the shelf. Instead of $20, it was $11, which is how much you should pay for it. So I ended up getting him. I've got all the other little guys around here that I've collected over the years for cassettes, all the little cassette dudes, and we'll do a little comparison with Rumbel and these guys, and I'll talk the positives and negatives of Rumbel. Let's get eject over here. Wait, no, that's not eject. Let's put him here. Yes, Sugar. Yes. You like loves. You're such a loving cat. That cat sleeps for hours a day, and then whenever you give her any sort of attention, it's just like you've turned her engine on. Okay, so Rumbel here comes with some really fun accessories. He comes with his two guns, and he shows up in the show, in the movie, and they always are sitting on his back. And I knocked everything over. We're just gonna let these guys lay over there in a clump. Yeah, we're just gonna clump it. So comes with these two little guns, and they're the guns that you would see him using in this show. They even have the little wing on one side of the gun, but not on the other, like in the show. So when he's using both of them at the same time, they have the wing on each side. It's pretty fun. And he comes with these two things that, now I used to have, I sold it in order to help fund this channel, but I used to have the Toys R Us Masterpiece Soundwave, the one that comes with all the that came with all the cassettes, and it had the little pounders. Now the Masterpiece version, Sugar, I'm trying to show the little earth pounder thing. Come over here. Yeah. So in the Masterpiece version, these things actually had a little piston in them, and you could move them up and down, little pistons. In this version, though, they just end in this little siege peg. The other on the end of them, though, there's a little port, so you can actually plug your little thumper sticks together, your earth pounders, your pistons of doom, or pistons of terror. Yeah, terror pistons, Terra pistons. Yeah, because they're earth movers. So the pistons are really neat. They stand, and they're not too big. They could actually kind of work as a sort of weird gun for your larger figures because they have those siege ports and pegs involved in them. But they do have these little square sections on each side that you're supposed to be able to shove the arm of your Rumbel in. So all you do is you just close the hand on the arm, and then you just slide it in. There's a way it goes in, and there's a way it doesn't go in. So you can easily figure it out. One way it's way too wide, and then the other way it just slips right in. And it doesn't go in far, and it goes in enough that you can actually, hold the figure from it because he's light enough. I think that's pretty cool. I like these little thumpers. I thought that was the best thing about the Masterpiece Soundwave, the Toys R Us exclusive one, was that they had the little pistons, and you could have Rumbel and Frenzy using their pistons, and their pistons would move up and down, so you could actually display them with a piston being raised and a piston being lowered, and it was really neat. And they also, those pistons combined together to create a backpack, and yeah. Sometimes I really regret not actually showcasing my Masterpiece Soundwave on the show before selling it. I've never made that mistake again. I make sure that if I'm going to get rid of something, I definitely cover it on this show. I'm never making the mistake of Soundwave again. But Soundwave, that sell did really help the channel out. I just wish I had something like that to sell again. Now, those are the thumpers, and here is Rumbel. Rumbel, let's get his little hand out. Come on, get your little hand out. Get your little hand out. Come on. There it goes. Yeah, one little hand. And then the other little hand. Come on. All right, get your other little hand out there. Yeah. So it's neat that he comes with those accessories because these core class figures don't normally come with that many accessories. This guy's got 4, which is a wild number. Now, I'm going to talk about his robot mode, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons of Mr. Robot mode here. So, pros. It's better than these guys. Let's see. Yeah, this guy here. All right. So we've got this guy from the Spy Patrol 2-pack, the Spy Patrol 4-pack, Spy Patrol number 2, and him and Rumbel transform very similar to one another, except if you put them side by side, you notice that there's some differences. One difference is Rumbel here is a little taller than the old version. So that's kind of the big difference there, is just the height, and that's because they use different legs. But the arms are the same length because they use the exact same arms. The heads are different, and the legs are different. The core is the same though, but different as well because they modified it. So on this guy, we're going to turn him around. You see on the back end here, he's got it's a full back disc thing, and you can actually, there's that little peg that you can pull out there to attach it to something else. Here on Rumbel, flip him around, he does not have that peg to attach to something else. Instead, they left that tire chunk open, and they made his head on a swivel so his head can fold backwards, which is really neat. Furthermore, they gave Rumbel these big old feet like he had in the show, and I really, really love that. I didn't like the fact that these guys all have flat front-facing feet. There's nothing in there, and they totally could have slipped in a piece to, allow you to fold out a foot, but they did not. Now, negative on this guy is we've got eject over here. Now, I can easily find eject because he's the heavier figure. He's made out of that clear plastic, and he's got some weight on him. He's also got 2 siege ports, which makes him far, far better already. Now, when we compare these 2 guys together, we get something interesting. They are very similar in height. Here we go, straighten them out. But we get that Rumbel is just slightly bigger than eject again. And eject came with Jazz, by the way. Now, the thing that's really annoying me about Rumbel here is that eject has these arms that move up and down. They have, he's got these perfect little arms that have elbows. Rumbel here don't have elbows, and I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, they could have given us an elbow here for Rumbel, so that he could actually, hold the gun better instead of holding it straight out in front of him like some sort of madman, with his entire elbow locked. Let's see. I'm just going to put the left hand gun in his right hand, because why not? Can we actually attach that gun to the hand though? I don't think you can actually put his gun in. I don't know if that area is large enough. If his handhold is large enough to put that in, or if he even has a handhold. I don't think he's got a handhold. A handhold. A handhold. There we go. A handhold. Say handhold so often. You want to say it whenever you say handhold. You just want to add that D. So that's the positives and the negatives on the robot mode. The robot mode's got all the articulation you expect from the cassette people except elbows, which is kind of sad. So all the articulation you get from the Decepticon people. Sugar, what are you doing? Don't do that. I don't know what you're doing, but don't. So now let's go ahead and transform him. The transformation on this guy is very similar to the old transformations. So what you want to do is spin his head 180 degrees and then fold it behind him. And then go ahead and raise his arms up and fold his hands into his arms. Boop, boop. And now they're just going to go up, up. There it goes, up and around. And then this one's going to go up. They're going to try and cover his head with his shoulders. So we're just up, come on, up, 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 up and around. There it goes. Goes up and around. All right. Now we got these 2 guys up here hanging out. There it goes. That locked in place and that locked in place. He looks weird now. Yeah. Actually, this kind of reminds me of those weird, you'd Sentinel machines from Tron at the top of it. All right. So next step, you want to go ahead and fold his feet into his shins. And then this step is actually kind of interesting. So you're going to rotate the leg so that the front of the leg is facing inwards and the back of the leg is facing outwards. And then you're just going to kind of fold it up and around, and it's going to, if everything works right, it's just going to easily close into that area there. Oh, right. So you move the leg up. You're going to rotate. Let's see. Right. So you rotate the leg around, and now we're going to collapse everything. So the front of the leg is going to be on the exterior edge of the cassette that he becomes. So we're going to do it with this side too. We're just going to take the leg and fold it into its knee form, like he's closing his knee. Now we're going to take the hip and we're going to fold it sideways and then rotate the hip 180 degrees so that the bottom of the foot is going to come up and be about where the head level used to be. And then we're going to collapse it in on itself, and hopefully we did it right. And we didn't do it right. So we gotta actually change this one around. So let's see. Sometimes you've got to rotate the leg separately from the rest of this, and it will fight you sometimes until you get it right. And then when you get it right, it won't fight you anymore because it's like, okay, I accept defeat. So you just got to get it right, and that can be difficult, especially like it's wanting to be a bent cassette, and that's not what we want. So there is a right way and a wrong way to plug these in, and you'll just like here on the other side, the leg is not centered with the arms, and that means that I rotated the hip wrong. So what I got to do is rotate this doll down, rotate the hip, come on, rotate it around 180 degrees, then rotate the leg again, and now we're going to rotate the leg there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is, and that is a perfect cassette. Look at that beautiful thing. And this cassette can fit into the can fit into Soundwave. And Soundwave, where's my Soundwave? I forgot my sound. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sometimes you forget something. Here we go. Here is the Soundwave. Oh, wonderful. So Soundwave here can fit the, let's go ahead and move them around so we can actually get in there. Lower your arms, Soundwave. Good grief. So let's get this thing going. Now you're going to hit the tab to open Soundwave's opening. Put Laserbeak off here to the side. Let's take out the spare Laserbeak that I have. I have the Siege Laserbeak and the Earthrise Laserbeak. And here it is. Here's Rumbel. So let's go ahead and put Rumbel in here. Rumbel should fit no problem. Unless I put it upside down. I did not. Boom! Look at that. Look at that wonderfulness. Look at that. It fits right into his cassette player. It's really cool. I'm liking the fact that I have Rumbel now, and I really hope they do another. They managed to get us Frenzy in the same way they've done the Rumbel, because that was really nice. I enjoyed it. I think Rumbel is an excellent addition to your Studio Series 86 line, and I think Rumbel is an excellent addition to your Soundwave if you managed to get the Earthrise Soundwave. I really hope you did manage to get the Earthrise Soundwave. I know I got mine, but I had to pay like $70 for it. So I hope that all of you have managed to find a Soundwave for a lot cheaper, and I hope all of you enjoy your Soundwaves. But that is how you deal with Rumbel. Rumbel is an excellent core class robot to add to this collection. I like him, and I just have to, at the end of all this review, all I have to say is, first we crack the shell, then we crack the eggs inside. Y'all have a wonderful day, and please tune into my channel. Tomorrow we're gonna go over some sSugers, as I got the Rainmakers 3-pack for my birthday from a friend. So we're gonna go over the sSugers tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and please tune in next time. Bye bye for now.